Good evening, friends. In this Sunday's voicemail on Sanatana Dharma, let me continue the Mahabharata episode from where I left last week. Just as the protagonist of the Mahabharata confront formidable trials, we too encounter crucibles that test our mettle. Whether grappling with the personal adversities, professional setbacks, or social upheavals, the epic imparts the ethos of confronting adversity with the unyielding determination and indomitable spirit. In a world often mired in moral ambiguity, the Mahabharata serves as a beacon, illuminating the significance of unwavering fidelity to our moral compass. Amid the allure of expediency and compromise, it underscores that integrity, righteousness, and rectitude are the cornerstone of a life steeped in purpose and fulfillment. Through the saga's tapestry of valor and heroism, we glean that courage is not the absence of fear, but the audacity to confront it head on. And whether mirroring Arjuna's steely resolve on the battlefield or Draupadi's unflinching defiance in the face of injustice, the Mahabharata emboldens us to summon our inner fortitude and resilience when adversity strikes. And amidst the tumultuous narrative of Mahabharata, the protagonists exemplify unwavering fidelity to their duties and obligations. Irrespective of the allure of expediency or the throes of tribulation, they remain resolute in their commitment to upholding righteousness and fulfilling their sacred dharma. Throughout the epic Odyssey, the unwavering faith in the divine serves as an anchor, guiding the characters through the tempestuous seas of life. Whether seeking counsel from Lord Krishna's constant wisdom or seeking solace in divine providence, the Mahabharata underscores the quintessential significance of nurturing faith in a transcendent power, particularly during life's darkest ebb. In essence, the Mahabharata stands as a magnum opus of profound sagacity, offering a quintessential roadmap to navigating life's labyrinthine vicissitudes with tenacity and moral rectitude and unwavering faith. And by assimilating its timeless wisdom, we emerge fortified to confront life's adversities with grace, resilience, and unassailable resolve. Coming to this story, following their devastating loss in the deceitful game of dice, orchestrated by Shaguni and Duryodhana, the Pandavas found themselves bereft of all they held dear, their kingdom, riches, and even their autonomy, imposing harsh terms upon their defeated rivals. Duryodhana decreed that the Pandavas must endure a 12-year exile, secluded in the wilderness far from civilization's comfort. Moreover, they were to spend an additional year in clandestine concealment, disguising their true identities to seamlessly blend into society. Ostensibly framed as a period of contemplation and potential redemption, this exile bore the hallmark of a calculated move by Duryodhana to neutralize any immediate threat posed by Pandavas to his rule. However, beneath the veneer of conciliatory rhetoric lays a stark truth. The expulsion served as a means to eliminate the Pandavas as contenders for the throne and consolidated Duryodhana's grip on power. Yet, far from fostering tranquility, this enforced exile ignited simmering tensions between the Pandavas and their adversaries, and each year of their exile brought forth fresh challenges and trials, with a covert year marked by pivotal events such as the fatal encounter with Kichaga and the subsequent revelation of Pandavas' true identities. So, this period of exile and incognito existence set in a motion the inexorable march toward the Kurukshetra war, stoking the fires of enmity and righteousness that would ultimately culminate in the epic clash for justice and vindication. At the outset of Vanaparva, the Pandavas make preparations for their impending exile into wilderness, and such was the renown of the Pandavas that many citizens expressed a desire to accompany them, empathizing with the injustice they suffered at the hands of the Kauravas' greed for power. However, Yudhishthira, ever mindful of the welfare of his people, graciously declined their offers, expressing profound gratitude for their unwavering support. Undeterred by the trials that awaited them, the Pandavas embarked on the journey into the forest, leaving behind the familiarity of their kingdom. Meanwhile, Dhritarashtra, grappling with the weight of his conscience, sought counsel from Vidura regarding the unfolding events. Vidura, steadfast in his adherence to the righteousness, urged Dhritarashtra to mend his ways and reconcile with the exiled Pandavas, advocating for the path of dharma. Surprisingly, Dhritarashtra, rather than heeding Vidura's wise counsel, reproached him for his support of the Pandavas, offering him the option to accompany the Pandavas if he so desired. In a poignant display of integrity, Vidura chose to stand by his principles and departed from Hastinapura. That prompted Dhritarashtra to rue his hasty actions and extend a heartfelt apology, beseeching Vidura to return. Despite Dhritarashtra's remorse, Duryodhana, driven by his deep-seated animosity towards the Pandavas, vehemently opposed Vidura's reinstatement upon his return to the kingdom, casting a shadow of dissent over the corridors of power. And the the Kirmiravada Parva is a section within the Mahabharata's Vanaparva. It recounts Bhima's encounter with the demon Kirmira during the Pandavas' forest exile. And Bhima, known for his strength, battles Kirmira, a powerful demon terrorizing the forest. Despite Kirmira's might, Bhima emerges victorious, highlighting his valor and righteousness. And the Arjuna Abhigamana Parva, that is Arjun Abhigamana Parva, also known as the Book of Arjuna's Wandering, stands as a poignant narrative within the Vanaparva of the Mahabharata. And it delves deeply into the Arjuna's temporary departure from his brothers and Draupati amid their exile in the forest, marking a pivotal juncture in his spiritual journey. Moved by a profound sense of introspection and an earnest yearning for solitude, Arjuna resolved to seek seclusion in order to engage in meditation and a rigorous penance. Before embarking on his solitary odyssey, he humbly seeks the blessings of his elder brother Yudhishthira, signifying his reverence for familial bonds and righteousness. Arjuna's sojourn takes him through a labyrinth of sacred locales, from tranquil hermitages to the banks of revered rivers, where he immerses himself in contemplation and seeks counsel from venerable sages and celestial beings. These encounters serve as a poignant catalyst for his inner transformation, bestowing upon him profound insights into the complexities of existence and eternal principles of dharma. Immersed in the solitude of wilderness, Arjuna engages in austere practices, meticulously purifying his mind and spirit. His rigorous penance becomes a testament to his unwavering resolve and his relentless pursuit of self realization amidst the trials of exile. And the Arjuna Abhigamana Parva stands as a poignant testament to Arjuna's profound spiritual journey, rich with the themes of introspection, self discovery, and eternal quest for enlightenment. Through his solitary odyssey, Arjuna emerges not only enriched by wisdom, but also strengthened in his resolve to fulfill his righteous duties in the cosmic drama of life. And the Vanaparva of the Mahabharata is rich with the moral teachings imparted by various sages and wise beings encountered by the Pandavas during their exile in the forest. And the sages in the Vanaparva emphasize the paramount importance of adhering steadfastly to dharma, the righteous path, and they underscore the necessity for individuals to fulfill their duties and responsibilities with unwavering integrity and rectitude, regardless of the adversities they may encounter. And the wise beings counsel the Pandavas on the virtue of detachment from transient worldly desires and attachments. And they advocate for renunciation of material pursuits in favor of pursuit of spiritual enlightenment, imparting the wisdom of inner tranquility and spiritual fulfillment. The principle of ahimsa, or non-violence, is eloquently expounded by the sages, urging the Pandavas to abstain from causing harm to any living beings. And they advocate for compassion and empathy towards all creatures, advocating for a harmonious coexistence with nature. And the sages stress the significance of self control and disciplined conduct in both actions and thoughts. And they impart the importance of mastering one's desires and impulses, fostering virtues such as patience, forbearance, and humility. And the sages champion the principles of equality and justice, urging the Pandavas to treat all beings with impartiality and respect, and they denounce discrimination and iniquity in any form, exhorting the Pandavas to uphold the rights and dignity of every individual. And the sages extol the virtues of sacrificial altruism and selfless service. They emphasize the noble act of serving others without expectation of personal gain, instilling in the Pandavas the essence of magnanimity and selflessness. And the sages inspire the Pandavas to cultivate unwavering faith and devout reverence towards higher powers or divine entities. And they advocate for surrendering to a higher purpose and seeking spiritual guidance during moments of tribulation and uncertainty. And in essence, the moral teachings conveyed by the sages in the Vanaparva serve as a guiding beacon for the Pandavas, offering profound insights into the ethical conduct, spiritual enlightenment, and virtuous living. Have a wonderful week ahead. Best regards, Raju Krishan, Hyderabad.